Hello, beautiful people. I wanted to do a quick video on self-care because it was something that I was thinking about when I woke up this morning. It was very heavy on my mind because I realized that as I've been writing, it's been very intense and it's something that takes a lot of energy out of me. So what I usually do is like I'll go out with friends or I'll go to the pool or I'll just go do something that's enjoyable but it's external. But when I'm speaking of self-care, I'm speaking specifically of internal self-care because as I go through this journey and as I'm hoping many of you are going through your own personal journeys of becoming your better self, um, as I'm sure you know, it's very difficult to make those sorts of changes, to make those internal changes, to go up against things that you are used to doing and thinking and believing. And everything that you need is within you. And so once you go within, you can truly recharge. And that was something I realized that I wasn't doing as consistently as my body and my soul obviously needs to. One thing that I really like to do is to meditate and and to burn certain herbs like sage and cedar and juniper and things like that, things of that nature, to really sort of cleanse and to um, revitalize myself. And in not doing that, I realized that I started becoming a little bit more consumed with more negative emotions like worry and um, doubt, and fearful emotions that really don't serve me. So it was that intuitive nudge that I got that said that I needed what I was missing, and the reason why I was coming up against those things was because I was not feeding my soul. I was not um, recharging myself from the inside out. And so I just wanted to, for all of us and for any of you who are trying to go through a metamorphosis and go through a change, and a lot of us are experiencing that on this planet right now. I just wanted to kind of put that out there because that's something that really came to mind. And I know that as we go through our everyday, it's really easy to let it slide, and because you kind of do your routine of life. And even though you might be thinking of the changes that you want to make, you're not entirely conscious of the depth that is needed to make those changes. So just wanted to throw a reminder out there. If meditation, for example, is not something you do, although it is a great way to recharge yourself, I would definitely recommend it. Um, Lillian Eden on YouTube is one of my favorites. I've come to love her, so I would check out her videos. But more than that, even just learning what it is about you that you really like, that really sets you in that positive mood and that positive mode, and where nothing really negative can really seem to penetrate. So that can be fun, like picking out the things that you enjoy or the things that you love to do and experience, whether it's food or swimming or whatever, um, and just trying them out and seeing if they can really sustain you in that action of trying to recharge yourself from the inside out. So I'm gonna leave it there so I don't try to add too much and end up forgetting something. I did post a few articles a couple weeks ago now. It was Red Flag Up Part 1 and 2, and then also Hippie Love. And the red flag articles were very specific as to the red flags that I had experienced in my relationship that had become abusive. And that list is not complete, I guess I should say, because there are of course a lot of other red flags that I'm sure other people would be able to add to the list, and some of which I will be elaborating in more detail in future articles. So I wanted to kind of touch on those because I hadn't made a video about those due to my allergies. And I also had just posted one recently about the things that I had done wrong in the relationship because I wanted to um, be able to acknowledge myself. It's not just about pointing the finger. It's not just about trying to make someone else look bad. It's about telling the truth and about getting down to the root of why I made those decisions and how I got into that situation and the person that I am becoming from having that awakening. So I hope that you guys get a chance to read all of those articles, or at least one or two, or however many can apply to you. But I'm looking forward to the next one. I anticipate, sometimes things change around, but I anticipate the next one being on why I stayed. Because as I've been speaking to a lot of other women, it's been very interesting to hear the similarities and the differences as to why some people stay in negative relationships. So that will be up and coming. And I just hope all of you have a beautiful day, a beautiful week, a beautiful year, month, and a beautiful life. And I will be talking to you soon. Thank you so much for your time. Much love.